That painting is like, I got you, bitch. That's what that is.
Oh, right.
You got a president who was on the flight logs 26 times with Epstein, and you got that guy in a dress in your house.
What's up, guys? It's Benny. I am hereby announcing that this may be my last video ever on this channel because I am in the Epstein files. That's right. Been an entire fraud. It's been a tough ride. And you know what? I'm so sorry that it had to end like this. Look at this. Benny Johnson in the Epstein files. Holy moly. This is actually funny. It's like Alex Jones did the exact same thing because the FBI writes sort of these like little dossiers on us. And here's one dossier that the FBI had, and it included a interview that we did with Kash Patel back in 2023. And so it mentions my name here a couple times and what Kash Patel told us on our show. And so again, as we have stated many times, and this also includes Tucker Carlson and Alex Jones and many other creators, like for instance, Laura Loomer is up here at the very top, Elon Musk, Laura Loomer, blah, blah, blah. Having your name existing in these files is not implicit guilt. You have to look at the context. And we've been doing this with President Trump. We've been doing this with Elon Musk. The Democrats are trying to say that because your name appears in these files, that you are somehow complicit in some type of grand conspiracy evil. And that, of course, is untrue. But nonetheless, it was pretty funny to see my name pop up here. Joe Rogan had the exact same experience. You know, Joe Rogan's name appears in the files. Here we go. Director Patel suggested to right-wing podcaster Benny Johnson, this is what the FBI thinks of me, in December 2023 that Congress was blocking the purported list because of who's on the list, telling Johnson, you don't think Bill Gates is lobbying Congress night and day for the disclosure of the list while defending House Republicans for allegedly failing to release the list. Put it in your big boy pants and let us know who the pedophiles are. Yeah, he did say that. In November, days before Trump was elected, Director Patel again appeared on Benny Johnson's podcast saying that Trump was going to maybe release the Epstein list. Got it. All right. So there it is. Cooked. Career over. No, it's like these are the kind of things. These are the kind of files that get released, right? This was what was this? This was a FBI daily news briefing. Right-wing podcaster. Okay. Joe Rogan figured out this the hard way, that he's also in the Epstein files because one of his guests was trying to get him to meet Epstein. Look at this. Joe Rogan, enraged that he's in the Epstein files, blasts former podcast guest who tried to include him with Jeffrey Epstein, but Joe Rogan is included. Bitch, are you high is what Joe Rogan says. Here are the emails. What it is it's Lawrence Krauss, who is trying to connect Joe Rogan and Jeffrey Epstein for a dinner, right? He was a guest on Joe Rogan's podcast in 2017, I think, and they were trying to get together he was trying to hook up Joe Rogan with him. This is Joe Rogan. There you go, and you can see Joe Rogan sort of mentioned here in these emails. And all it is just like the Elon Musk emails, where there's zero evidence. The left is coming after Elon Musk for this. There's zero evidence that Elon Musk was ever in the same room as Jeffrey Epstein, ever traveled anywhere with Jeffrey Epstein. There's no actual evidence of anything, right? There's no hot tub photos or no creepy Bill Gates emails like we have. There's nothing. There's just scheduling conflict, which is what happened with Elon Musk. And it's the same thing that's happening here. Joe Rogan sounding off on it right here.
For not going, because Jeffrey Epstein was trying to meet with me.
Oh, I did see that.
Yeah, and I was like, what?
I'm like, no thanks.
Yeah.
Aren't you glad?
Yeah, but I would have never went anyway. It's it's not even a possibility that I would ever went.
But
especially after I Googled him. I was like, what the are you talking about? This was 2017. One of my guests was trying to get me to meet him. I was like, bitch, are you high? What the are you talking about?
For what reason would you? What would be...
If I was a guy who was sucking up to the rich and powerful, if I was really interested in hanging out with rich and powerful people.
Nice. You know, it's crazy. That's so crazy. But yeah, some people
get intoxicated by being in a circle of rich and powerful people, even if they're not they don't even have any ambitions of being one of those people. They just want to be around them. They want to be around Nobel Prize winners, and because this guy what he was doing was very clever in that he was getting all of these very powerful and very respected people together.
Yeah.
And you would figure like, oh, it's
if that
safe.
guy's there, if that lady's
Clinton's
there,
here. This is fine.
Right.
Clinton's here. How could this be bad?
Yeah.
Look, it's Steven Pinker. How could this be bad?
Yeah.
You know, he's a genius. Like, and so you would go. I would imagine you would go to these because there's people that went to these. Like he had parties in New York. Like he brought in celebrities and comedians. Didn't Louis Black get invited to one of those? I think he's talked about it. I know Chelsea Handler went to one of them. It's like he would bring all these people in, and he'd like to be around famous people and entertainers and a lot of intellectuals and professors. And Noam Chomsky was famously deeply involved. So it's like you would go, I guess, to these places, and that was how he would convince everybody that everything is going to be fine. Like, have you ever been invited to a party and someone will tell you, hey, you should go to this party. Brad Pitt's going to be there. Like, they'll tell you that to try to get you to go. They'll tell you about the famous people that are going to be there. Like,
I should go.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That makes actually a ton of sense. The way that it was explained to me by Mike Benz, who's also just on Joe Rogan's show doing a breakdown of this, is that, Jeffrey Epstein was facilitating partnerships between the public and private sector. It's technically a space that is illegal, but nonetheless, if you have powerful enough friends, then you can get a bunch of people a bunch of money. You can make money while you're doing it. You're not allowed to trade on insider trading. It's what they put Martha Stewart in jail for. But this is what Jeffrey Epstein did. He was doing insider trading between multinational corporations, the government, the freaking Treasury Secretary. And so there's so much of a fortune to be made there. And then also when you have billionaires like Bill Gates can't just go to a bar in Boston and pick up a chick. You just can't do that. Not like he could anyway, but if you're a billionaire, you're not allowed to do these kind of things. People know you, they know your face. And so the illicit sex, the trafficking, this was for his clientele. This was like a thing that his clientele wanted. And he figured out like that it's something that was a major deal, grease for a deal, right? To get deals done between powerful people. Obviously, if you want to control them and never get prosecuted for this, then this is how you'd have compromise on people. So that, of course, also works as a self-licking ice cream cone. But the real operation was Jeffrey Epstein doing insider trading. It's funny how you have RFK's wife on there. RFK just told me this week that this is exactly what Epstein told him. That was his business, was effectively insider trading. Shout out to Joe Rogan for being too timid to accept an invitation with Epstein. Look at this. Sorry about Rogan so far. He seems too timid than I would have thought. We'll reach back out to Rogan. If he wants Rogan, he can have dinner with Woody Allen on Friday. Okay. Joe Rogan said no. Good for you, Joe Rogan, right? This is Lawrence Krauss. Lawrence Krauss appeared on Joe Rogan Experience in 2017. You can see the episode right here. This is the guest. This is him trying to set him up with Rogan. It's Lawrence Krauss. He's still, he's here. He's a theoretical physicist, right? President of the Origins Project, board of FSU Canada. Oh, Canadian. That's your problem. Okay. So here's Lawrence Krauss screaming into the abyss about being exposed in the Epstein list. You can assume so much without certainty, a direct anger at people you don't know, for which you have no knowledge. I'm sure the pace that we're writing strangers, blah, blah, blah. Thank you for having recommended my books. Okay. Seems like he's like crashing out over all this. Okay. You deserve it. And now he's moving to Greece. Uh-oh. Don't look too much into Greece. Oh no. Tom Hanks and everything like that, right? So now you're moving to Greece? Uh-oh. All right. Well, that makes sense. That tracks. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. In spite of the fact that we're in the list.